This is Kickback N Chill, and today, Friday, July 2nd, filmmaker Tamala Baldwin stops by the function to discuss her new series, Bubbly Brown Sugar, and more. Coming to you from Midtown, New York City. So kick back, relax, and have some fun, because Kickback N Chill starts right now. This is Kickback N Chill. We the only show rocking with you in Midtown, New York City on this cold Friday afternoon. I'm Day NYC, and I'm always hyped to kick it with you as we're the only show you can kick back, relax, and have some fun. And Happy New Year to all the families who managed to see another year healthy as we continue to fight through these unprecedented times. But you know what? We still at the function. We're going to continue to rock out, and I'm ready to bring on my guest. She's the CEO of an award-winning production company of the hit series Bubbly Brown Sugar. Show some love for Tamala Baldwin. Hey.
Hi.
Hey. I love the energy already. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for stopping. How's the commute here?
The truth? It was long and hard, bro.
Well, listen, welcome to the function. I'm super excited because I know we've been in communication, but you're here. You're a great filmmaker.
Thank you.
And the projects you have out. First of all, congrats on getting picked up, for Bubbly Brown Sugar. Congrats. Like, how does it feel?
It feels amazing. I feel like my confidence has just gone through the roof, because
Right.
being an artist is so difficult,
Right.
So having someone acknowledge and,
Absolutely.
reward me financially for my work is awesome.
Awesome. Love that. But you know what? Let's kind of take it all the way back to when you first started. What made you want to become a filmmaker?
So I've always been a writer. I was
Okay.
that girl in high school that would go around and be like, here, read my script. Let's do it.
Right.
They'd be like, Tamala. And I remember having a professor a teacher in high school that sent me an application to the NYU Junior Screenwriting Program.
Okay.
He's like, you'll get in, and for your BA, you'll automatically be a shoo-in because you did this program in your junior year of high school. And I was too afraid. Even at 16, I was like, no, I can't. And he's looking at me like, what's wrong with you, girl? you write all these scripts, you're nagging me all the time.
Come on, just do it. Right.
And I'm like, no. And so fast forward, I had my MBA and I worked in corporate, and I was like, this is not fun. And so then I started acting. And I was really hustling with the acting, but I wasn't getting the opportunity that I wanted.
It was taking its time.
Yeah, I was working. I'm in equity and stuff, but it wasn't I wasn't on Broadway. I wasn't
Absolutely.
booking the national tours. And so I was like, well, let me just write my own story and see what happens. And then just the sky opened.
That's good. This is actually a prime example of hashtag opportunities being created, like the movement we have here at Kickback N Chill. So that's amazing.
Yes.
So, let's just talk about, the new series, Bubbly Brown Sugar. It definitely gives you bubbly vibes, talks about love, sex, magic, everything. I don't want to spoil it for people that didn't watch it, so I guess I'll just, sneak in a little bit. But you're definitely, your character portrays a role where, you're fantasizing about a guy, but you've never met him. You don't even know if he exists in this world, or even in the state, or even in the U.S. So talk about how the idea came about.
So I'm a very spiritual, black girl, black girl magic, right?
Okay.
And so I have had dreams like that where I'll see somebody in my dream and then I'll meet them the next day or whatever.
Right.
And I'd be like, hey, I dreamed about you. And they'd be like, you're crazy. And I'm like, I'm not.
Whoa. Wait, you really went up to somebody and said that to them?
Yes.
Well, when was this? I kind of want to know.
It's probably, I was in college at that point, it was a while ago, but absolutely. And we had this great vibe and, so I wanted to show, black women that are really spiritual and magical without so much being into the occult or witches. We can be religious and love God, but also have this really earthy kind of personal relationship with the universe as well.
Oh my gosh.
And I also, I'm also single, so I've been
Gosh, she's single. Shoot your shot at the free throw line.
I also wanted to express this love that I feel, through my work. So.
Yes. Wow. Oh my God, you got me looking at film and TV itself a little differently here. So guys, shoot your shot when necessary, just not in her DMs. But let's talk about the process of casting the actors and production, getting the locations, everything. Because I think a lot of people don't understand is that you actually 9 times out of 10 need permission, need people to sign contracts stating that they grant you permission to do so. Just talk about the process, with the casting and why is it important to get permission to film in certain locations?
So with the casting, I really am, led by my intuition and energy.
Right.
So it was really important that when they came to the room, they felt good to me and I felt good to them. Like I had like a diffuser going.
Right.
For those that don't know, it's like, I'm burning like, essential oils just to create an atmosphere so they can do their best. And it had to feel right. And then also with contracts, you just have to have a contract because, it's a business, and
Absolutely.
I want everyone to be clear about what they're getting and what I'm getting in return for your exchange of time and energy and so forth. And as for locations, a lot of the locations I got, I bartered. Like I used to do a lot of volunteering at this space called Center for Social Innovation.
Oh, I'm familiar with that place.
Yes. So when
I've
it
been
came
there.
time to like get a business space for my scenes, they
chop it up with them like, hey, listen, I need this.
Like
Is
I
it possible
volunteered here. Like, can you guys help me? And they
Yes.
were like, sure. And I got the space, for free. So I really think it's important that artists develop relationships now, before you need them. It's all about relationships,
Oh, wow, absolutely. Now, how can for somebody that's tuning in right now, do you have to create your own contract? Like if somebody's watching, okay, like how do I get a contract? Like how does that possibly work? I love the fact that you stated that you need to develop relationships. I feel like that's key to any career field that a person goes down, but the relationship needs to be solid, needs to be firm, and your work must speak for itself.
Yep.
And I feel like your work has been doing that hands down.
Thank you.
Yeah, but just talk about like how does somebody go about getting a contract and stuff like that?
So what I did was I went on Google and I found like those free contracts. Do not do what I did. Get a lawyer, because I had a lawyer look over it recently and he's like, there are a lot of like loopholes here.
Oh, really?
So if you can afford one, get an entertainment lawyer to help you. Like right now, I definitely have one as I'm growing. You just need them. But when I started, I found something on Google and I was like, what does this mean?
Because it's just a general contract. Be like, hey, just sign this, just sign that. But you're just like, oh.
Yeah, you want to make sure that, you're retaining your rights and they know that, this is your intellectual property, so it's just very detailed. So.
Yeah, I think the worst would be for you to go to a place and for someone to school you when in the end, you're technically trying to school them like, hey, listen, I need this space for like 3-4 hours. Cast, I need you here on time. So I love how you stress the importance, like go down, the lawyer route, entertainment lawyer to be exact, and particularly, go from there because in the end, like that's like the most important thing because suppose your show does get picked up, they're going to ask for these things and you don't have it, it's kind of like, ooh.
Yep. All of that. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. But, besides, you say you start off at writing, transition to acting. I'm assuming you jumped into the director's chair at one point. Like, which one do you like better?
I like writing.
Oh, okay. Why?
I like the idea of using my imagination to create an entire world or experience and then just birthing that. And it's a very collaborative experience with my spirit. So I never see like the whole story. It's kind of like I have to write it and then I'll get the rest of it. Then I get the rest of it. And it's fun like that. It's like my higher self is like, here, girl. And I'm like, thanks. So I like that part. And then coaching actors and like how to like breathe life into it also feels so good.
How's that process like? Especially when they're new and you don't really know them. Yeah.
Well, since I am an actor, I feel like I have a little bit of insight as to how to help people, tell the story. And when it comes to like new actors, with Bubbly, a lot of them were not new. A lot of them are very experienced actors. There was one actor, it was her first time, and she was so nervous on set.
Right.
And I'm like, we ain't got time for this. It's at 4 o'clock. I'm like, come on.
Oh, man, that's great. Well, listen, I might have to put you on hold because we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we have more with Tamala Baldwin and her Soul Kisses production. So keep it locked and stay tuned.